The Screaming Tunnel, a Niagara Falls nightmare. The beauty and the darkness. We all know the breathtaking beauty of Niagara Falls, a place where nature's raw power meets sheer elegance. The roaring waters, the mist rising like ghostly fingers, and the mesmerizing view create a paradise on Earth. It's a destination on everyone's bucket list, a dream getaway. But beyond the dazzling falls, beyond the lively crowds and flashing cameras, lies something far less inviting, something dark. Just outside Niagara Falls, Ontario, hidden along an abandoned road, sits the Screaming Tunnel, a passage of stone and shadow soaked in legend and tragedy. The locals warn visitors to stay away, but curiosity always wins. Liam and his friends had heard the stories, but they didn't believe them. "It's just a myth," Liam scoffed as they drove through the countryside that night. "A tunnel can't scream." The road leading to it was barely a road at all, just cracked pavement and overgrown weeds. The car's headlights barely pierced the darkness ahead. And then, suddenly, the tunnel appeared. It was smaller than they expected, yet its presence was unnerving. A gaping mouth of stone swallowing the weak light that dared to enter. The air around it was different, colder. Still they laughed, daring each other to go inside. They stepped forward. The moment they crossed the entrance, an eerie silence fell around them. No wind, no crickets, just an overwhelming, heavy stillness. The deeper they walked, the more the air thickened, damp and clinging to their skin. Their footsteps echoed strangely, as if something unseen was walking beside them. Then, at the heart of the tunnel, Liam did it. He struck a match. For a moment, nothing happened. The tiny flame flickered, casting eerie shadows on the tunnel walls. And then, a scream ripped through the air. It wasn't just a sound. It was a wail of agony, a shriek so filled with pain and terror that it made their blood run cold. The match flickered violently, then went out. Darkness swallowed them whole. The legend comes alive. Panic set in. The tunnel wasn't empty. Liam and his friends felt an unnatural chill crawl up their spines. The darkness around them felt heavier, suffocating. It was as if something was there, watching, reaching. They didn't wait to find out. They ran. Their footsteps pounded against the damp stone floor as the scream still echoed in their ears. The exit seemed miles away, the tunnel stretching endlessly in the darkness. The air grew colder with every step, like something was chasing them. Finally, they burst out into the night, gasping for air, hearts racing. The silence outside felt deafening. No one spoke. No one dared to turn back. They just climbed into the car and sped away. But Liam couldn't let it go. His hands still trembled as he grabbed his phone, searching for answers. And what he found made his stomach drop. The tragic history of the Screaming Tunnel. Over a century ago, a young girl met a gruesome fate within those very walls. Some say her family's farmhouse caught fire, and she fled, burning alive, desperately seeking help. Others claim something much darker, that her own father, in a fit of rage, dragged her into the tunnel, doused her in kerosene, and set her on fire. She screamed as the flames consumed her. No one came. No one saved her. Her ashes were lost to time, but her screams never faded. Since then, anyone who dares to light a match at midnight within the tunnel is said to awaken her spirit. She remembers. She relives the horror, and she screams. Would you still visit? Liam and his friends left Niagara Falls the next morning, but they never spoke of that night again. The memory of that unearthly scream never left them. The cold, the terror, the sheer presence of something unseen. It was all too real. So tell me, we all dream of visiting Niagara Falls, but will you still dream of going there after this? Subscribe for more terrifying stories, if you dare.